everyone, this is Harless58 signing on to do a review of the Polar M600 smartwatch. As you guys saw in my last video, I did an unboxing of the Polar M600, the white variant I got for my wife. I have owned the black version for a little bit over a year. So for those unfamiliar, the Polar M600 is a, I guess you could say, a fitness tracker, fitness watch, geared for those that also want to be able to get notifications by utilizing the robust operating system that is Android Wear. So this was manufactured by Polar, and anyone who's familiar with the brand Polar, you know that they're all about fitness. They have a plethora of workout gear. They have heart rate monitors. They have their own smartwatches. They have their own just workout fitness watches, GPS trackers, GPS watches, just a whole bunch of different things. So they teamed up with Android Wear and made this really fantastic device that I have been using for over a year and that I really do love. So let's go ahead and start off with some of the most important specs. Price. So I bought this for $329 about a year ago. Right now I think it's on sale for $299. I got it for my wife. So that's pretty expensive, but for what you're getting, it's pretty, I think that it's fair because you're really getting a really good device. All right, so let's talk about what you're getting. So here I have the black version, white version, okay? You're getting this, I think it's 1.43 inch TFT touchscreen, which is, I wish that the screen size was a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, it's not. You get, I forget the size of the battery, but you get actually get relatively good battery life on this. So if I work out once a day, so let's say if I worked out for a week, I worked out every other day, I could go with charging my watch every other day. So I could wake up in the morning at 5:30, work out, wear it that day, go to sleep, wake up, wear it that day, and then by the end of the day it'll need a charge. So that's pretty good battery life, with all things considered, with everything that you're doing with the device. Most watches you have to plug it in at the end of the night. With this, if you do not want to track your sleeping, then just plug it in at the end of the night, get a charging stand like I have, and you just go ahead and use it. So it's pretty good. So let's go over the outside of the device really quickly. So at the bottom you have this button, which is how you start and stop your workouts. You press this once and it sort of brings you to your Polar home screen. Obviously we see training here. You can start the workout by tapping training. So you tap that and then you select which exercise you want. Through the app you can select which exercises you want to show up here. Obviously, you can set up if you wanted to track GPS and heart rate. Right now it's tracking the heart rate through my finger on the back, which we'll get to in a second. And you just tap that to start the workout, and then you can set up what you want for all of these screens as well. If you just want it to show the date, the time, the distance traveled, or it can just show you your heart rate or the time. It also can show your percentage. These down here represent your heart zones. Red being obviously the most extreme, yellow is just a little bit below that, green is good, blue below, and then right now we're in the white zone, meaning we're not really doing much to work out. In the workout, you use the same button you used to start it. You hold this down all the way until it reaches the end, and we don't want to save that because it was short. On this side, we have one button. This is how you're going to be able to launch your apps on Android Wear. So you just, sorry, I'm trying to do this from behind the camera. It's a little difficult. So you tap that. Go ahead and tap it. And it's going to show you apps. So you can download apps through the Play Store from the watch. And then you have Pandora and Agenda, Alarm. You can obviously put alarms right on here. You can access your contacts. Find My Phone, Google Fit. You can start workouts obviously from Google Fit. However, since this is a Polar smartwatch, I would recommend using the Polar apps to log your workouts. Pandora, Google Play Music. Sorry about that. This autofocus is not. There we go. So yeah, just a whole a lot of apps that you can go ahead and set up. But really the best thing about this is if you hold down this button, you can access your Google Assistant. So go ahead and show you. I'm going to hold this down. Turn off man cave lights. Right, of course, the one time. It lit, I promise you guys it's never done that before. Turn off man cave lights. Just go ahead and turns everything off here. Cool. And then if we want to turn everything back on, we'll hold it down again. Turn on man cave lights. Okay. See if we can get this autofocus to kick back in. There we go. So the power of Google Assistant is really amazing. Then if you wanted to, it does obviously have access to Google Search. Images of LeBron James. Here we go. It shows an image of LeBron James. It's pretty cool. And then obviously you can answer other questions just like you can with any other device that has Google Assistant enabled. So pretty cool, right? So we'll go to put that down. We'll look at my wife. So same exact setup, button at the bottom, button on the side. On the back here, you have your heart rate monitor, which I will say is fairly accurate. And then you have your proprietary dock to charge or proprietary plug to charge the device. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? We already touched on battery life. We sort of spoke about the usability of the watch. So who is this for? This watch is for anyone that is a workout enthusiast that really wants to work out, because like I said, the wrist-based heart rate monitor is really good. Also, another plus of this device is you can connect the Polar H7 heart strap monitor to it as well, which I do have. So let's say if you're going on like a really intense, for example, I used to wear it sometimes when I played basketball. You just go ahead, you start the workout the exact same way. You put the heart strap monitor on, go here, and if it'll automatically detect it, a blue line will appear here, and then that new heart rate will show, which is pretty awesome. So like I said, this is the Polar home screen. We'll go ahead and touch on this a little bit. It'll show you my day, how active you were, and then you can measure your heart rate from there too as well. So my wife, I think she was only accurate 33% of the day. You can go in here and tailor this to how active you want to be as well from the app. For example, let's say if you want to only hit 5,000 steps, then you can tailor the app to show that. You can tailor it so that once you hit that 5,000 plateau, that would be your 100% mark. Okay. Also, if you do wear this device to sleep, like I do sometimes, I believe I wore it last night, it'll show here in my day. So at the top, it shows I worked out, and it shows you the session if you want to click on it and give you information about your heart zones. It's really, really accurate or robust in the amount of information that it gives you. You can use the Polar Flow app, which I'll show you in a second, and the websites like flow.polar.com. It gives you a lot of different metrics for you to measure. If I was to take this out for a run, it'll show you, well, it doesn't show me the cadence. I don't believe they pushed that update out yet, but it'll show me how fast I was jogging. It obviously tracks it because it's a GPS tracker, shows you the zones. You can set it up so that you have a coach to show you, okay, look, you have this race coming up. This is the pace that you need to be at. It's really, really robust. That's why I think, like I said, this is for workout enthusiasts and that also really want to have a good control or the ability to get good notifications and have a smartwatch really that runs flawlessly on the watch. It's really difficult a lot of the times, like now with Fitbit, and you used to have Jawbone, and you used to have Pebble. A lot of these companies have watches, and they all have their own operating system, and a lot of them do maybe some things really well, but not everything really well. This watch here does workout amazing. Like the fitness tracking is amazing, and then it runs Android on Android Wear OS, so you get 95% of the features from Android Wear directly on this watch. The one thing that you can't do is you can't make phone calls because this doesn't have a speaker on it, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I might have went on a little rant there. What else did I want to talk about? Spoke about price. We spoke about who I thought this watch was for. Oh, did I show you? Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. If you wear this while you sleep, then you scroll up, go to my day. It'll show me, hey, I had 100%, 12,000 steps. That's how many miles I ran, how many miles I walked, total amount of steps, how many inactive zones, inactive stamps I had, and then it shows you how many hours you slept as well. So like I said, really robust in everything that it tracks. Also, Polar Flow is really good in that and then it shows you my restless sleep versus my good sleep. It does sync with my Fitness Pal. It syncs with a lot of apps, which is it's just great. Also, like I said, it's a notification center in the hub with Android OS. So if you wanted to send messages from here, you can. So for example, I'm going to show you right now from my wife's watch. Send text message to hubby. Hey, what's up? Okay. Scroll up because I don't want you guys to see the phone number. So it's sending. Just sent it. Any second now. My phone hasn't received the message as of yet. Okay, here we go. So just got the text message on my phone. Cool. And then you obviously can send messages from here. So for example, here it says, hey, what's up? Tap down here. You can reply, mark as read, or you can call. If you do call, you will have to pick up your cell phone in order to talk through the phone. If you reply, you can reply with your voice. You can reply with an emoji or the keyboard. You can draw emojis. So like I said, it's just overall really good operating system, which I really enjoy. Let's see. You also can store music directly onto the watch. So with Google Play Music, you can download songs directly to the watch. And the watch does have Bluetooth on it, obviously, so you can connect headphones directly to the watch as well. So you can go jogging and listen to music through the watch. Obviously, you can't make phone calls because this does not have LTE. But just really, overall, they really did think this through in terms of everything that you can do. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about the app. The Polar Flow app, just really quickly. So here's the Polar Flow app. Let me turn this brightness down so I'm not blinding anybody. So the Polar Flow app here, you can go into here to the settings and you can adjust your sport profiles, which was it shows you which workouts that you want to appear on the watch. So like here, when you tap here and you go to training, it adjusts the placement of where you want these to go. So if you really, my wife does yoga a lot, so she wants that to be number 1. Then she strength trains as number 2, so that's why that's number 2. So you can go in there and change that directly from the app as well. The app, let's see what else. We'll go to activity. So like I said, everything syncs. After you complete a workout, it automatically syncs up with the watch. It does it automatically, so you don't have to do it, and it just is a hub and collects all of the information. Let's see, what else do I want to show you on here? Training. Okay, so like I said, it collects all of the information. So training, it shows in here when you trained, how often you train. You can click on all of these. It'll give you more information. Okay, look, this is your average heart rate, 93 beats per minute. You peaked at 119. You burned 125 calories on this workout. 72% was a fat burn. So it's, like I said, really, really robust. It even gives you a graph so that you can look at, your heart rate over the time, the duration. So maybe in the beginning you weren't burning as much, but towards the end you were. So it's a really, really good collector of information. Really robust workout partner. And like I said, it syncs with a plethora of apps. MyFitnessPal. And really, if you sync with MyFitnessPal, you almost sync with anything. It syncs with Google Fit as well. So it really allows you to migrate all of this information, all this workout stuff into just a bunch of different arenas. So who is this watch for? This watch is for someone who is really a workout enthusiast that really likes to work out. They want to be able to work out multiple times during the week. They want to track their fitness. They want to track their sleep. But they also want something that has pretty good battery life. They want things. This also charges relatively fast as well. I should have waited so that I could compare. Since this is brand new and I've had this one for about a year, I wanted to show, if me and my wife both took them off at the same time, wore them for a day, and then we could compare the battery life. But I put this on charge for a little bit because I wanted to wear this to sleep tonight and track my sleep, so it's going to be a little swayed. But I can tell you guys that generally it's about the same, that me and my wife, even though this battery has been, it's an older device, so you expect the drain to be a little bit more versus the newer one, but not so. They were the exact same percentage before. So like I said, that's who it's for, but it's for that workout enthusiast that also wants to be able to have a smartwatch. Maybe you're like, look, I really want a smartwatch. I want a watch that does everything that, you know, you say that these other Android Wear watches do, that the Apple Watch does. And, you know, because a lot of the times when you're in that workout realm, you can't get the best of both worlds. That's no longer so. This is a really, really good option if you're looking at trying to purchase a smartwatch. It's a little expensive, but really if you compare this to the Apple Watch or any other watch that's out there, it really does everything that you need. The one thing, or the couple of things that I would change about this device, is I wish it didn't have the proprietary charging plug-in on the back. I don't like that. I wish it was wireless. I wish the screen was a little bit bigger. Let's see what else. I wish that it had a speaker so that you could take and receive phone calls from the watch. And I also wish it had NFC. Because with NFC you'd be able to pay with Android Pay from the watch, but you can't. But overall, this is a really good buy. You cannot go wrong. I strongly and highly recommend it for anybody that's looking to get into really tracking your fitness and being able to have a great notification center and just an awesome smartwatch that runs Android Wear. Nothing else is like this. Again, you'll be hard pressed to find anything else that does this, the amount of features that it does, and also having the ability to connect it to a chest strap mount, heart strap monitor for chest heart strap monitoring. Because really the heart rate monitor on this is really good for darker skinned individuals. I like to wear mine this way, like when I work out, because that's how it gets the best reading. And it's really comparable to the heart strap monitor then, but the heart strap is probably the most accurate in terms of anything that's out there. And you won't find another Android Wear watch that does this. At least I was not able to find one. So that's pretty much the review. It's Harless58 signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So again, I really highly recommend it. Great watch. Can't go wrong. Also, this does pop out. These pop out. And you can put them in different bands. I believe they have another. Red is like the only other color that they have. So if you feel like the band is getting dirty, you can just pop it out, get a new band, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so it's Harless58 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, review. Questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Like I said, I'm going to try and post more and more videos as I can. Peace.